I'm Ray Taylor from Taylor Family Produce. This is my wife Connie. We're 4th generation growers in the Granite Belt. We've been here 1 generation and we've been in 3 generations in Brisbane where we originated from.
The key crops we grow here are predominantly lettuce, celery, wombok, silver beet, broccoli and cauliflower. And we grow that at least 8 months of the year here, and then the rest of the time is at Redland Bay.
Every generation our business has moved to a new location. So my great-grandfather started in Midgelton. My father moved to Redland Bay. And then in 1992, we came to Stanthorpe and built this business. Now we've just bought a new location at Kelbar. That's for the next generation, which is my young son, who's 18 now. We originally started as a small family business, and as it's grown to quite a larger business now. So that means we had to put a lot of more processes in, a lot more systems in place. Things are in divisions now, because everybody's got their own key roles. Woolworths is probably one of our major people that we supply, and then we do a little bit with Coles. And then we do the fresh open market too in Sydney, Melbourne and Brisbane. So a lot of greengrocers around the metropolitan around Brisbane buy a lot of our product.
We also submit our produce to North Queensland and Northern Territory through our country orders, so our product seems to go that way a lot as well.
We use an export broker, so what we'll do, we'll harvest the product here, we'll pre-cool it the day before. It's trucked overnight to Sydney and then it's loaded on planes directly out of the Sydney airport twice a week, and it goes into the Asian markets. We're very well placed logistically. We're coastal for our Redland site, so we're only about 10 metres above sea level there, so we've got nice warm winters. Then the Stanthorpe region, which is high altitude, so we're 3,000 feet above sea level, or 1,000 metres. So that gives us quite cool nights, warm days. So that's why we picked this situation for the summer, and that gives us 12 months supply on our product. I don't think this district's ever seen a drought as long and as severe as this. The drought impacted our business nearly 80% loss of production. We used to have 47 permits, we're back to 22 now, so we've still kept as many as we can on as possible. Growing slightly different crops to conserve more water now and in different measures, so we're using a lot of trickle irrigation, a lot more water monitoring than we were before, but it has been a difficult time. With the rains we received earlier this year, we have a number of farms out of the district. Some received reasonable rain, which gave us probably 40–50% water capacity back on those farms, which were nearly zero, and some are still not that good. So it's a bit of a mixed bag, to be honest. The advantage for us working with Boomeroo is we've had a long-term relationship and they do a very good job on their quality, and they've got some certain varieties that suit our region here very well, because our summer production area is similar to Victoria, so that suits us very, very well. We've always had just a great relationship with them, you know, and they've always worked hard to try and please us when we can. To build our business, what we've done, we've actually diversified our business a little bit. We've actually gone out of this district, looking for other districts to complement this key operation here. So we're spreading the risk over a greater area, slightly different crop selections in the way we grow them and where we put them at key times in the growing season, so you're not using a lot of water in the lighter soils, you go to the heavier soils at certain times. Little things like that we're trying to adjust and tweak. Always tweaking, never quite get it right, but always tweaking. In our business model, we've actually embraced a lot of energy saving, especially on the power side. So I've put a lot of energy saving equipment on our big refrigeration, our pumps. We've put a big solar plant in on one of the locations. Better irrigation controllers in, more fine tuning our irrigation more so we're not wasting a drop of water where we can.
Supporting the women around us is very, very important, and it probably needs to be more recognised. There is a lot of missed opportunity from agronomy to irrigation to marketing to quality assurance to HR, because it seems to be a man's role, but women are quite capable of doing it. Once we were the women that just did the stuff behind the scenes, which I still am, but it's now come to a fore, and people are now acknowledging that the women behind the men in the farming situation are part of the team, part of the key. So yeah, definitely part of the team.